Yeah. Thank you. The federal government's budget deficit is expected to reach nearly $1 trillion within the next 2 years. It was $587 billion in President Obama's final year in office. Meanwhile, the federal debt is now more than $21 trillion. The CBO cites lower revenues as a result of the 2017 Republican tax cuts. According to the Conservative National Review, spending under this administration and Congress has increased by 7.5%, or almost $300 billion. Mr. Sanborn, what happened to Republican fiscal responsibility? And
Kevin, I'm bringing it back.
How do you convince voters will you take in what actions you'll take in Congress to restore it?
Kevin, thanks, and I apologize to interrupt you. Look, you know that I'm the chairperson and in charge of tax policy for the state of New Hampshire and the New Hampshire Senate. I promised people when I became politically active I was going to cut their taxes and put their own money back in their pocket, which is something I've done, and I'm very proud of that. We cut business taxes by almost 30%, and let me add the fact, because our tax base was actually higher than Massachusetts. Look, I support the president fully with the tax cuts. The first thing I'll do as a congressperson, if I'm lucky enough to earn your trust and your support and your vote, is to go down there and make those tax cuts permanent. The issue we have, Kevin, is we have a spending problem, right? This is what makes a Republican a Republican. We are spending too much money. We need to reel it back in. I committed that I would fight for a balanced budget. In fact, in New Hampshire, I tried to make sure New Hampshire actually had a balanced budget, because we don't. There's no question we need to look at every single aspect of how our government operates today, and we need to find those inefficiencies and all that spending and rein it in. It's something I know I can do for the people of New Hampshire and for America.
Mr. Edwards.
Well, you just heard a moment ago, we do have a spending problem. And to the earlier point about the federal government using grants to buy guns for teachers, this is how we slowly grow government. This is how we slowly start putting expenditures into place, and then that's followed up year after year. At the end of the day, you should be allowed to keep more of your money in your pocket, turn those dollars over in your community and over in your state. The fact of the matter is that we spend money on things that we don't need because we have knee-jerk reactions. And I can't think of a bigger way to rein in our budget than to start looking at who we're spending money on. You know, the fact that we have nearly 800 military installations around the globe in 70 countries, defending other nations and their children, I think that's a problem. NATO is not paying their fair share. So we have all sorts of ways to start reining in our spending and making sure that we're focused on American citizens first.
Mr. Martin.
I think the behavior of both the Republicans and the Democrats in Congress has been disgraceful. One of the promises that I have made during this campaign, and the focus of my campaign, has been to go to Washington and open a dialogue with the other party, to try and reduce the toxicity and to create the kind of environment that existed when I worked on Capitol Hill as a junior assistant. People talked to each other then. There was camaraderie. Today, it's just toxicity. We can't get spending under control as long as the two parties won't talk to each other, because ultimately no solution, which is only based on a diktat by one party like Obamacare was, will long endure when the other party takes control. So we need bipartisanship, and I have said I will work hard as a mission to work towards bipartisanship.
Mr. Callis.
Yes, I think the $1.5 trillion tax cut was a tragedy. I think it's artificially holding the stock market up, and I think that was one of Trump's intentions. It's also adding to our inflationary pressures, and with our economy doing great, our wage power, the distance our wages will go, has been dropping, even though we have a great economy going. And I would definitely work on getting the deficit down. And one of the ways to do this is to encourage, say, immigrants to pay taxes. I think that if you look at the millions of immigrants that want to be citizens, then this is a way to bring them on board and get taxes from them.
Mr. DeNaro.
Sure, thank you. This is one of the reasons you guys really need to vote for me. I have an imagination, but it's simple, really. The national debt is $21 trillion. The budget this year is $4.1 trillion. The future possible revenues coming in is 3.2, I believe, is the estimate. So it's a $1 trillion additional budget, additional deficit. But if we go through the lines here, sorry. There's $120 billion. If we figure out the immigration problem, there's $120 billion that that we're spending right now on their illegal healthcare, welfare, and such. There's also
Mr. De Niro,
the opioid epidemic.
that's time.
Oh, it is. I apologize.
Okay, question.